Hello, this is Edwin Dearborn, another edition of caffeinated content where we come to you with great business ideas over that hot cup of coffee. I'm going to pull the shades on this right here. There we go. Better. Okay, so I want to talk to you about 10 marketing hacks that are very effective, particularly if you're a local business and you just don't lack the funds. This was inspired by a call that I just got off with. Her name is Rebecca. She's in St. George, Utah. And she reached out to me on Instagram and said, I need help with my marketing. I don't have a lot of money. I'm a new startup business. How the heck do I get marketing going? So we got on a phone call, just got off the phone with her. And I put together a checklist with her and I thought, hey, this would be a great episode of caffeinated content. So if you're a startup, a solopreneur, you're an agent, you're a broker, you run a tattoo shop, I don't care what it is, you're a small local business, you don't have a lot of money, how do you get known without having to put a lot of dollars into marketing? And believe it or not, I'm gonna give you 10 hacks. Hey Ron, I'm gonna give you 10 tips, and I wrote them down so I wouldn't forget them. If you'd like to work with me on implementing these even better, let me know. But this is something you can do right now to grow your local business. So number one is either get your Google My Business profile or get that thing beefed up. Lots of photos, contact information. You want to take Google My Business. Look, Google My Business can rank your brand higher on search results than your website, and it's free. You just need to know how to really leverage it. I'll get into that a little bit later on my next tip. But you got to get your Google My Business profile and really beef it up with photos, contact information, content. You can blog on it. It's pretty amazing. And the more activity that you show on it and the more reviews, you're going to rank for local keywords right there on Google My Business, and it doesn't cost you anything. Okay, number two, do the same thing with your Yelp profile. I know a lot of people don't like Yelp. I don't recommend buying advertising on it, but I do recommend getting your profile and leveraging the heck. Again, lots of content, lots of photos, all your contact information, things about your business. You want to add all those factors, and you want to start generating reviews, particularly from people that are active on Yelp. One of the reasons why Yelp reviews don't get shown is if they've never left a review before, their review won't show up. Now, I've left hundreds of reviews, so when I leave a review on someone's site, it tends to stay just because I've been very active on that site. Point number three, generate lots of 5-star reviews. You want to do it ethically, but look, every time somebody's happy with your service, just ask them, hey, would you be willing to say some kind words about me on Google My Business and on Yelp? If they say yes, send them a link, email them a link, chase them up, get lots of reviews. The more reviews, the more content you add, guess what happens? Eventually, your Yelp listing and Google My Business listing is going to rank. You're going to get a lot of traffic from it. Point number four, have your customers check in when they come to your business. People can check in on Yelp. They can check in on Facebook. They can check in on Instagram when they're taking photos. You want to invite others to get sharing their content, their experience with you, their visiting you. Have them tell. This is word of mouth, right? We did this with a coffee shop one time. I just said, look, give 10% discount to everybody that checks in on Facebook or Yelp, and 1/3 of them started doing it to get that 10% discount. That represented over 200 check-ins per day. That's a lot of word of mouth. That's a lot of people talking about your brand, and it's free, okay? 5, create partnerships with non-competing brands. In the case of Rebecca, she is a masseuse and she does eyebrows and, kind of that aesthetic hair removal and all that type of stuff. And I said, look, you could be partnering with cupcake shops and nail salons and local hotels. And she's like, oh my gosh, there's so many of these little businesses that I could be co-branding with. So I'm telling you right now, you can co-brand with other small businesses, tap into their database, see what value you can bring to them, and they may bring some value to you in terms of referrals. But talk to other local business people. Point number 6, you gotta be way more active on social media. in particular Instagram. There's a lot of people on Instagram, and you've got to use the appropriate hashtags. Because she was in St. George, she wasn't using all the hashtags for St. George, Utah. So, you know, she was like posting like once every other day. I was like, no, honey, you need to be posting 3 to 4 times a day. Little design tips or fashion tips or beauty tips over and over and over. You've got to be in front of people multiple times per day. Okay, number 7, she didn't even have an email database. She got people walking in. She's not even grabbing their email. The average American opens their email 17 times per day, right? I told her, like, look, they already know and love you. It's not a matter of that. It's reminding them. Look, I already know about In-N-Out Burger, but when I hear their ads on the radio, it makes me think about going to get a burger. Look, I'm already sold on In-N-Out. Why do they run the ads? To remind me to buy from them again, right? That's what email does. You know, they may already know about you, and I've gotten a lot of business off my email database and a lot of referrals just because, like, oh yeah, Edwin Dearborn, I remember that guy, I like that guy. But the email just keeps my brand in front of people. Email is inexpensive and a lot of people use it. So build up your email database, put out content. If you're not good at creating content, just find other people's content. It's called content curation, and share with them things that you find, articles, tips, checklists, memes, videos, whatever. Just keep your name in front of them. Okay, number 8, update your LinkedIn profile and send out lots of invitations. LinkedIn's free. She was not using LinkedIn to reach out to other business people in St. George. What does it take her? Maybe 15, 20 minutes a day to send out 30, 40, or 50 invitations to fellow business owners, fellow business people right there in her hometown. And when they accept the invitation, she could say, hey, thanks for connecting with me. If you know anybody that needs a massage or a masseuse, let me know. That's what you can do on LinkedIn, and it's absolutely free. Now, point number 9, find local charities or meetup groups and start, just volunteering. Start talking with other business people, right? There's groups of people that meet for various reasons. Be active in your community. Start handing out your business cards. Make friends, add value to your community, and you're going to get business. And it's pretty much free to do things like that. And point number 10, here's the last one. Give your existing clients referral cards, little reward cards. Like, hey, if you take these stack of cards, and it can say, get a free massage, get 10% off, whatever. Make your people talk about you. Give them things to hand out in the community. I've done this so many times where, people go, well, are business cards still a valid point of marketing? Absolutely. I know we've gone digital, but look, if people are still asking for cards, or you can put your value points or your introductory services or something that they get something, hand those cards out, tell them to give it to their friends and family, and guess what is happening? People are now sharing your brand right there in the community. These are 10 actionable tips. Now, here's the bonus tip on top of the 10. You have to do these actions consistently over and over and over. How long does it really take to build a profitable brand? Years? Look, that's years of constant hustle. That's years of constantly putting out your content, out your name. I've been doing caffeinated content now for over 1.5 years. Do I expect one video to build my business? No. But the consistency of putting out my videos over and over and over works. Case in point, this morning I was on a phone call and an appointment with a partner, and it's a big deal that we're going to be closing here very shortly. And when I got on the phone, it was like, hey, caffeinated content, right? He remembered me. He remembered me because he's in my email database. He follows me on social media. I'm sharing with him content, and my name is staying in front of him all the time. Even when I'm not talking to him, my brand is alive in his eyes because I'm putting out my content consistently. So these 10 points that I just shared with you, they work, absolutely. As my father would say, fish where the fish are. And everything that I've told you is where the fish are biting. But if you're not putting out your fishing pole on a consistent basis, if you're not casting over and over and over, looking for those nibbles, looking for those bites, trying to hook those fish in, you're not going to catch a lot of fish. It's just how the world works. You got to put your fishing pole where the fish are biting, and you got to cast often, right? And these 10 places that I told you, this is where the fish are hanging out. This is where they're biting. This is where the business is happening. But if you're not there fishing, you're going to go hungry. This has been Edwin Dearborn, author of Power Branding Secrets. You make it a great day. Bye-bye.